You're watching Pacha TV. I'm here at the Royal Palm Hotel with Heidi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up, girl?
Well, not too much. I just got here yesterday, so this is the beginning of the
beginning.
The beginning of the end, as they
Okay.
say. Yes.
Well, before we get to the end, let's start off with the beginning. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from Canada, as I just found out. So are you?
Correct.
And
Another Canadian girl.
Yes, and I lived in England for the last 10 years, and now I live in Berlin.
What's that like, the change?
Well, I don't know. I kind of consider myself European, I guess you could say. I haven't lived here in such a long time, so it's very different. Like the music scene's very different over there than it is here. So
Way more underground, right?
Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, it has its ups and downs. It's totally different. It depends on what clubs you go to, what cities you go to, and what DJs are playing. I mean, I think the music's the same everywhere. It just depends on what you seek out. So I just got my own radio show on Radio 1, on BBC London Radio 1, which started,
That's awesome.
Yes, which started in October.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It started in October, and it's really nice because it's the first time that radio station's allowed the kind of music that I play to be aired on national radio, so it's nice to be able to push.
Are you getting a good reception?
Yeah, like I had Richie Houghton as my first guest, and I Club on Stroke, and Andrew Weatherall, and this month I have Matt Tolfree, and next month I have Seth Troxler, and it's just nice to be able to, well, not like Richie Houghton's underground, but you know, like
not anymore.
Yeah, to bring to be able to play underground music to a wider audience and let people know that there's other music out there besides the charty, poppy
Absolutely. Stuff. I think a lot of people get really caught up with what's going on with the mainstream, and it's nice to have an element of an underground sound still.
Yeah.
And in Europe, like what you're mentioning, that seems to be a little bit more prevalent.
It is. Yeah, in Berlin especially, because most of the people that live there.
What's Berlin like?
Berlin is very hedonistic, I guess you could say.
Oh, you love that. Your face lit up. She's like blushing when she mentioned Berlin and hedonism.
Yeah, it can be dangerous. It can also be, it's really creative, like because a lot of the people live there and they all work together in the studios and do music together. So it's quite a little bubble of charisma.
Nice.
I don't know. I really like it, and it's really cheap. It's the cheapest place in Europe to live.
Oh wow, that's good to know. Well, speaking of charisma,
I shouldn't say that. And everybody's like, I'm going to Berlin. Actually, mostly everybody's there anyway. So come on.
They're gonna say you said it was cheap, and it's not.
Everybody is there, really.
Once you deliver, they get past the female DJ thing, and I feel like a lot of times, at least for me when I play, I don't know if you get this, a lot of women come to you and are like, yeah, amazing.
It's mostly women.
You feel like you're doing something for like females out there, showing they can do it too.
It empowers other women, you know, and they like it, and it's always the key. If you get the women on the dance floor, the men always follow. So
you gotta get the women shaking.
The women will have, and they bring maybe another element to a party that maybe a man may not bring, and it's not. I don't know. I always find if I'm watching a woman play, there's a totally different. There's a warmer vibe.
It's more sensuous, I think, as well, and sometimes
it's not hairspray techno. Right?
How about DJing in stilettos?
I've done that, yes.
I've done that many times too. But after a few hours, you start to think, okay, you know what? No one can see the damn stilettos behind the booth.
I actually have had to take my shoes off because I'm too high and the decks are too low, so I have to take my shoes off and play in my bare feet because you're like hovering over them like this.
Yeah.
It doesn't really work. It doesn't work.
Trials and
Stilettos
tribulations.
don't always work.
Don't always work.
Gentlemen, in case you're watching.
Yeah, guys, keep that in mind.